Good morning. My name is Jenny Maya-Munne, and I am the owner of My Little School Academy and MLS Academy. I believe BLI Master Class is imperative that all preschool owners, childcare business owners attend. It has so many advantages and information opportunities, from learning how to create your business plan, to budgeting, to staffing, to funding. When I applied for the purchase of the 2 preschools, I really thought it was out of my reach and I didn't know where to begin. But with BLI, I quickly jumped right in with my spreadsheet. And my spreadsheet was, I think, God sent, because that gave the bank and the SBA, which was very important. They were looking at that and they kind of felt that I already had a basis of knowledge and experience of my 16 years, not only of managing a preschool, but of how to then take these other 2 preschools and create a brand and grow that brand. And that I wouldn't have, they believed in me because of that, because of everything I was able to present based on my experience with the BLI, from my business plan to my spreadsheets, to my application for funding with the SBA. So for me, I think the BLI not only gives you an opportunity as an owner to understand how to run your business better, but also how to grow and how to manage and make your business more efficient and effective. Yes, with the BLI, definitely I learned a lot, and I took advantage of a lot of information that we were given and the networking that we created. And I was able to get information about the Step Up Scholarship, which was one of the key points for me in increasing my revenue and my enrollment. So I became a Step Up provider for unique abilities as well as for the school aspect of it. And a lot of parents who are being dropped by the government funding because it has not caught up with the living expenses and the cost of living, that could no longer afford childcare services or preschool services, can now benefit with the Step Up scholarships and continue having their children come to our center without, feeling the financial crunch. As a business owner in the childcare industry, I attended last year BLI as a mentee, and it was my first experience. And I think that after that experience, I felt better prepared to purchase 2 preschools that I thought were not in my reach. Yes, I definitely had to hire staff. With the 2 schools, they were understaffed and under-enrolled, and I had to hire more staff in order to bring in more enrollments. And I was able to negotiate the talent by offering them better services, more benefits through partnership with the Paychecks, their PEO version, and that provided them a retirement fund, insurance, and a few other benefits that helped me to increase the talent that I was bringing in. Yes, definitely. In my area, I've always been in my original school. I've always been one of the few preschools that was able to have higher salaries, and I never wanted to jeopardize that. So I did raise with the minimum wage that is in Florida now $13 an hour. That is my minimum of anybody starting without any experience. So anybody who's been with me for 3, 5, 10 years obviously needs to make a lot more than that, and that's where I stand, because if you want to keep talented staff, the longevity and all of that needs to come into play with the salary and the benefits that you offer. Well, as a mentee, it was an experience for me that was amazing, because as a childcare owner, I had never found in any of all the professional development trainings, organizations that I've been a part of in the past almost 18 years, a community that supports the growth of our industry, of our profession. And then now as a mentor, it helped me continue my growth professionally, but also personally. I feel that now I become more of an advocate for our profession as well and our industry, without feeling guilty about it. And I also find that the two have created for me a basis of a community of learners, but also of educators, that being a preschool teacher or an owner, I didn't find even within the government agencies. I think that was lacking. I had that when I worked for the Dade County Public Schools, but I hadn't found that till I found BLI.